Welcome to the Blockchain Report, where we talk about all things blockchain technology, crypto assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today is your weekly news wrap up or weekly news update. First, we'll go into the markets, check on Bitcoin. I think it's a little bit lower than where we were at last week. I believe we were in the high 900 billion range. We had a nice little fall over the weekend. If you were able to get a nice short, although right here, I'll show you on the lower time frame, I had a position both long and short that got wrecked pretty good. Not wrecked, but it just wasn't a nice candle. It wicked me out both ways. So you right here, so it dropped down and then spiked up. So this took me out of my short or my long position, and then this took me out of my short position. So kind of got screwed. Went back into a short. A long, because I felt that we were getting some good support right here on this trend line, and I just kind of held it, set my stop a little low. I think I was playing the short or the long, the 3x. But yeah, I think my stop was somewhere right here. So just below this, if it didn't go long, I would have got stopped out and this would have fell much further. But since I didn't have much downside, I figured I'd keep a nice short stop and trust that we could get a bounce right here. It played out, took some profit last night, but I made up for that nasty wick thing back here. Yeah, this is on the 15-minute. If you see this, boom, this down and then up and then this, yeah. But anyways, we're looking not the greatest, but actually this little spike that we're having right here is nice. Nice little leg up. So we'll see. We're still in this triangle. See how it goes. Yeah, could have definitely got it back in long this morning. I just didn't. It's been acting a little crazy, this price action. It just looks like a stable coin, but yeah, I'll wait for it to either come up and test this or come back down, but we'll see how it goes. Take another position maybe tomorrow. Into some news. Polkadot unveils governance V2 to become more decentralized and censorship resistant. Blockchain protocol DOT has announced changes to its governance mechanism in a bid to become more decentralized and censorship resistant. Dubbed Gov2, the new governance system aims to migrate the responsibilities of the council and elected body of on-chain accounts that are intended to represent the passive stakeholders of Polkadot to token holders. This will help the project become more decentralized and censorship resistant, given that the council is centralized and generally not anonymous, which puts both the protocol in some degree of risk, as well as individual councilors who may find themselves pressured to act one way or another. The new governance model also changes the practical means of day-to-day decision-making. Currently, there exists only a single all-or-nothing referendum model, which is why there can only be one referendum vote at a time. However, the Gov2 makes the repercussions of referenda better scoped and agile, which dramatically increases the number of collective decisions the system is able to take. That's pretty cool. I believe Uniswap, they have a separate company. I forget what the name of the company is, or the ones that created Uniswap, and they're separate because they want it to be decentralized, like the exchange itself, Uniswap, as opposed to it being part of a centralized entity. So I think Polkadot's making some good moves to become more decentralized and not have anyone actually have full ownership or majority ownership. Argentinians rush to Tether after economy minister resigns. Residents of Argentina rushed to bid up the price of popular stablecoin Tether in local fiat terms over the weekend after news broke that the country's minister for the economy has resigned. According to data from Cryptoya, a data provider that tracks crypto prices from Latin America exchanges to peer-to-peer markets, the price of USDT and Argentine pesos (ARS) jumped this weekend from around ARS 250 and 250 per USD to Saturday between 250 per USD on Saturday to between 270 and 280 on Monday. The price data was derived from a number of peer-to-peer markets, yada yada yada. So the peso is managed by Argentina's central bank through a daily controlled devaluation. The country, which has been plagued by high inflation and currency depreciation for decades, has come into focus again this year as inflation has exceeded 50% annually. Oh my God. You think we're hurting here? Holy crap. Not good. Not good. Argentina is known as one of the countries with the highest crypto adoption rates globally, with blockchain intelligence from Chainalysis last year ranking it as the country with the 10th highest adoption. A lot of these lower tier countries that are more underdeveloped countries are rushing to crypto. It's a smart move. Yeah, if you buy at the top, let's say you buy at 60K, and you lose half your money, or 90%, just say 80%. But here's the thing, over time this will go up, whereas this Argentine peso is not going to gain value at all. It's just going to keep losing. Your money's going to be, you're going to have more money that's worth less. And crypto can help you at least maintain the value of your coins. Well, not maintain, but you'll have some. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of a catch-22 because it's safe, not really a hedge against inflation, but it is. I guess in bull markets, it's definitely a hedge against inflation. But it's overall long-term, you're better off with crypto assets than fiat. Although it's easier to wash your hands, wash things through fiat money than crypto because you can track everything. Ethereum transaction fees dipped to lowest since December 2020. Bitcoin fees relatively stable. Now, if you need to do any Ethereum transactions at all, this is the time to do it. Because if you're paying a few dollars or under $1 for transactions, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I remember paying several $100s for transactions, and seeing other people pay tens of thousands of dollars was insane. So I believe that I'm gonna switch MetaMask wallets because I've just used the one I have now for so many different mints and stuff, and I have my address linked to a bunch of things that if all my entities and stuff would get hacked, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would suck. So might change a wallet to a fresh new wallet, and couldn't really do that before if you didn't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars and just available to blow. So now with it being only a few bucks, I'll be more likely to move my stuff over to a new wallet. But yeah, take advantage of this while you can. I'm sure it's going to be lasting for at least a handful more months. But once we start getting a good uptrend back in this market, we're going to be seeing those fees come back hard. So buckle your seats. But this is good news right now. Cardano Vassal hard fork is now inevitable after successful testnet. Cardano's long-awaited Vassal upgrade, which aims to improve the network scalability and performance, has gone through the testnet successfully and is expected to deploy on the mainnet in a month. We are happy to report that today at 2020 UTC, the IOG team has successfully hard forked Cardano testnet. This is an important next step in the journey towards the Vassal upgrade on mainnet. Team also asked stake pool operators and developers building on the blockchain to start the final testing and integration processes. Vassal is a complex program of work. Projects will need to be checked backward compatibility, and SPOs will need to make some scripting adjustments. This is awesome. It's kind of drags on. Seems like it drags on when Cardano does any kind of major improvement or upgrade. But that's the key to their success so far, is making sure that things are working properly. And then they put them out, and they're not going to be perfect, but they're going to work extremely better than most of the 99% of the other networks out there, especially Solana. Oh my gosh. Cardano, takes time to develop and slower roadmap, put things out, but they're doing good. They're doing really good. This will be a huge step. They already have cheap transaction fees, and it's already fast, so I can only imagine what this new hard fork will do. But we'll see. It's exciting. How to earn crypto passive income with forks and airdrops. Hard forks and airdrops are forms of passive income strategies which are essentially free giveaways of particular tokens to users. I'll be doing a video more on airdrops and what to look for and what might be coming out. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll actually save this. I'll bookmark this, and we'll come back to this and talk about it more, because this one is, I've been struggling to find this on other pages, and it seems to be taken down on all other a lot of platforms. It just gives me a 404 error page. So I don't know if this is true, but KuCoin denies insolvency rumors and exposure to Luna and 3AC. A lot of exchanges and lending platforms are in deep shit. Now, I don't know if KuCoin really has anything to worry about, but they are an exchange that doesn't really KYC, and there's it's a little bit more shady than a Coinbase and Crypto.com and so FTX and such. But just keep an eye out. I've only got a little bit of funds on KuCoin, stuff that I'm trading with. But other than that, I'm not keeping any coins on there. Not keeping any of my long holds on there. So just be safe. 80,000 crypto millionaires wiped out in the great crypto crash of 2020. So more than 80,000 Bitcoin investors have had their millionaire status revoked due to the crypto market downturn. But lower prices mean the number of whole coiners is growing. Back on November 12th, just days after Bitcoin hit an all-time new high of around 69,000, a total of 108,886 Bitcoin addresses reported to balance greater than 1 million. And now there's only 26,284. Dang. So these people must have had some serious change in their Bitcoin wallets. And I know some people personally that have had 500,000 or over 1 million just wiped out to a few thousand or tens of thousands. But It's not nice to see your bag just diminish like that so fast. But the best thing to do is just keep stacking, keep adding to that bag long term, especially in the bear market. You want to just dollar cost average each month. That way you don't have to worry about hitting the exact bottom. You just put a little bit in, get more as you go, and eventually you'll be sitting pretty. Peter Schiff, the old Fudster, his bank closure strengthens Bitcoin case for financial freedom. Prominent economist Peter Schiff, who is well known in the community for his anti-crypto sentiments, had his bank shut down by Puerto Rico regulators. The revelation, however, led to crypto Twitter pointing out the irony as Schiff's prediction for Bitcoin came true for his own traditional bank. Puerto Rico regulators closed down Schiff's bank for not maintaining the net minimum capital requirements, which further impacted the customers as they lost access to their accounts following a subsequent freeze. Interesting. While acknowledging the customers may lose money, Schiff stated that he was unaware of the regulatory minimums and was not presented with any form of legal notice prior to the abrupt closure. It's really funny, though. It's funny to see these people. It's not funny, but it's kind of karma bites you in the ass. Now, whatever happened in this situation, whether he's lying or not, I don't know. But it just seems a lot of these guys don't have the best transparency. They're not known for. They'll say one thing and then go buy Bitcoin in the background. They say, "Oh, FUD." But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this dude. Now onto some juicy stuff. Bitcoin price spikes to 20K as whale bought Bitcoin confirms support. I don't think this at all. The bottom isn't contingent upon whether a whale will buy a shit ton of Bitcoin. Now, economic sentiment and inflation and interest rates, all that stuff will factor in. And seeing as how we still have the midterms later this year and more interest rate hikes, we'll dip quite a bit lower than 20K. I mean, I'm still feeling that we go to this 11 to 12K, it would be nice. That would be really nice. Yeah, right in here. Maybe a little 13. But ultimately, right? Yeah, it's 10 to 12 will be where we come back down, you know? I mean, this is pretty good right here, but it's just the economy and the factors that led us to this big significant drop. You know, the Luna liquidation, collapse, the Three Arrows Capital, Celsius, Voyager, all that. We'd probably still be sitting up here had we not had all that ish happen. Don't pay attention to this. Oh, confirms support, confirms resistance. Charts. Look at the charts. And just keep an eye on it. We could be breaking out of here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Could push a little higher and get a little retracement back right here. Usually we bounce back at least halfway. But yeah, maybe. Cover a few highlights, different sectors. MakerDAO users rejected multiple proposals to centralize the protocol structure. I think Maker's been having some issues since the whole DeFi lending thing and stable coins. There's just a lot of uncertainty around the DAOs and what their specific applications are. And Tether reduces paper holdings to 8.4 billion, following its announcement to remove all commercial paper from its reserves. Aave launched a new lending liquidity service, approved by 30 financial institutions. So, we're going to get into some actual financial sector. Let's take a look at this. So, lending platform added a permissioned liquidity pool to its other decentralized offerings as a way to entice institutional participants. That's cool. 30 institutions. I wonder what these institutions are. We can find a list of them. Well, okay. Well, something like this. Anubi Digital, Canvas Digital, CoinShares, GSR, Crypto Yield, Celsius. If Celsius is even around. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, crypto firm Voyager Digital secures $500 million line of credit from Alameda Ventures to cope with 3AC exposure. I believe Voyager also, or Celsius, is paying down some debt. So they're working on it. Whether or not they'll last, they put themselves in this position in the first place, and who's to say that they can't put themselves in a shittier position? So, yeah, that's just watch out for some of these. Even FTX maybe acquires some of BlockFi, not all of it, but some parts. Let's see. Let's stay away from Wonderland. Stay away from Wonderland. It's the Aave. Let's check some layer 1 and 2 news. ETH developers delay the difficulty bomb to mid-September, while the Sepolia testnet is ready for the merge trial. Coming up, getting ready for that ETH 2.0. ETH 2.0. Yeah, Cardano successfully upgrade Vassal on testnet, or launched Vassal on testnet. Optimism's total value lock doubles as trading activity surges on layer 2s. Optimism, Arbitrum, there's a couple layer 2s that even Polygon, Matic, I don't know if that's an actual layer 2, but there's a few more that I'm missing, that I'm blanking on right now, but they're going to be utilized a lot. Even when Ethereum moves to 2.0, you're going to need layer 2s and stuff to still help with network congestion. Because we haven't even seen this is a small fraction of people using the network. The mainstream population hasn't even touched crypto. So what do you think is going to happen when you have 90% more people come in, and it's just, or 90% of the people coming in, and it's like totally overwhelming? So layer 2s will be good to help split that up. Yeah, and gas fees hit 20-month low. Yeah, Bitcoin mining rigs have dropped in price considerably. So if you want to get one, now's the time to do it. So it's yeah, I'm not really interested in mining Bitcoin just because I don't have the setup and stuff for it. But I got a buddy that's mining stuff on Ethereum that he's been doing pretty well with. So I'd rather look into that than just Bitcoin. We'll end on a little gaming. Axie Infinity developer restarted the Ronin bridge and began reimbursement victims of the $625 million hack, which happened earlier this year. If you didn't know, earlier this year Axie was hacked, obviously by this, and some people never get their money back with stuff, but that's really cool that they come through and begin reimbursing people. Stuff like this is very transparent on the blockchain, and even with stuff like Celsius and Voyager and Three Arrows Capital, being able to see their transactions on the blockchain and where their money's going and coming from, so transparent. Whereas in the centralized banking and corporate industrial complex, whatever you want to call it, they can hide stuff better because you don't get to really see their books. So that's blockchain's great for being transparent, but not so great if you want to hide stuff. What else? Interesting. This week, it's Mars Inc. filing NFT crypto metaverse trademarks for M&Ms. Application includes NFTs, digital tokens, virtual candy, and snacks. Another big time company coming to the metaverse. Take note. And some Chronos news. Continuing to enhance the usability of its GameFi platform. One thing that is going to be big in the gaming and I guess all around like gaming, music, entertainment space is Gala. Been hearing more about Gala and what they are bringing to the crypto space and the blockchain, because they're a gaming company first that is trying to create their own blockchain for gaming, which is a lot better than a blockchain company going to be a gaming company, because it's easier to build the blockchain around the games than it is to build the games around the blockchain, especially because people working on blockchain technology and gaming, it's not really, you don't really have a lot of crossover. So when you have these game designers and stuff, you can hire blockchain. I guess after, I think it's harder to build the game or to get the skills to build the game or get the resources to build the game if you're building a blockchain already, if you're a blockchain company. But if you're a gaming company, you have all those resources there. It's probably cheaper or a lot easier to build the blockchain, like resource-wise, than to build the games. So Gala is one to watch, but we'll keep an eye on them as we. Let's see, do I have Gala on here? No, let's see, Gala, USDT, yeah. I mean, you're way down here, 5 cents. They freaking blew up after the metaverse thing, but that's this one to keep an eye on. They'll be big in the space in the future. But before we go, let's see, Bitcoin pumping. Man, she got in that long this morning. Yeah, she got back in. It's all good. If we come up here, that's a pretty big candle. That's pretty nice right there. But could be going back up. We could be hitting this. We'll see. But that is it for today. Appreciate y'all joining me, hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, holiday weekend for y'all, for us in the U.S. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. This is not financial advice. It's entertainment purposes only. And with that, this is the Blockchain Report. Thank you and good night.